But, and then the other thing that clients say they really want from their lawyer is responsiveness, right? So this was another interesting speaker panel where they asked us, how many ways do you think Domino's Pizza offers to order? Like, how many different ways can you order Domino's Pizza? Now, you might have read my thing, or maybe you don't remember, but how many different ways do you think, John?
You know, I don't remember this. I don't remember it particularly, but so because I've used that, I know they have the website, they have the app, and they have phone. I would say 3.
Well, apparently it's 18.
Wow.
Like, and then now I can't remember all the ways, but they listed them all. Like, there's like a million ways you can order it. Now I don't know how they come to 18, but let's just say it's a lot, right? So flexibility, right? So, you know, we can offer something similar to our clients, right? So maybe our clients want to text with us. Maybe they want to only email with us. Maybe, you know, I always say to other immigration lawyers, try to get your clients to use your technology systems, but of course you're going to find some that just absolutely can't. So, you know, you do need to have like a backup plan for perhaps you do need to have somebody come to the office and collect their documents that way. But still, if you can at least get maybe 60 to 70% of your clients using your systems, like that will really revolutionize your own practice and allow you to cut down on manual labor. And be more accurate, maybe in collecting data, right?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I was talking to my team too, and they're kind of frustrated that I stopped answering our phone. If you call the office line, it says you have to email us. So I'm like, we're not going to answer. These are general calls. No call service. Just go straight answer me. It says email us, and only direct calls are for existing clients. They have that number if they need to get a hold of me and stuff like that. Because I hate texting. Conversations with non-clients, it could drag on forever if we're talking with them. So it's like, just put an email in writing. I'll force them to think it through what they're trying to say, because on the phone take 30 minutes, 20 minutes to get like what they're trying to get out. And it forces my clients to be only people who are email efficient. So, because that's the way I like it by email. But it probably leaves a lot of money on the table where clients are like, oh, they didn't talk, I'm gonna call somebody else. But it's helped me get a clientele exactly how I want. But I was a full solo for 10 years. So for me, like, I just got to do things. But now they got a team and stuff. It's easier for me to distribute that. And some people do like texting, but I don't like it. But
I'm not crazy about texting with clients either. But I do insist that every client has an email address. If you don't have an email, I'm sorry, but you're just not going to be able to be my client. I'll gladly show you how to get an email. Like, go to Gmail. I'll help you set it up in the beginning. But you need to have an email, because that's unfortunately still a way that many of us are communicating, right? We use text more of like an emergency, like we have text ability. It'll actually go to my phone app because I use dial pad. Like if I'm somewhere at a hearing or an interview and the client is running late, you can text the office number and it'll come through on my phone app so that I can say to them, yeah, I'm here, where are you? So that's how I like to use text. But the other thing too is that it's really all about the experience and what you tell the client in the beginning to expect, right? So you mentioned that you stopped answering the phones. Another solution to that is what we do is we have a reception service. We happen to use Smith AI, but we also don't answer our phones. But every single phone call we get 24/7 is answered by a real person. It's either my receptionist, but if she's not available, it's Smith AI. But we don't talk to our clients when they call, whether it's a new potential lead or whether it's an existing client. Our reception service is trained to say, oh, hi, if it's a client, we'll schedule a call back. And, the legal assistant will call you back at a time that we're all available, right? So the client is available. They know that on tomorrow at 10 a.m., my assistant is going to call them back. That way he can be prepared for their case, right? Just like you said, otherwise, you just don't know what, this random phone call is if you just answer and speak to people whenever they call, right?
Yeah.
And for new leads, they book a consultation or a screening on our calendar, and that's how we handle that.
There's so much technology, like the text that you said, you go to computer, you get in an email format, you respond, so you have to use your phone. And this was going to be my second one. We kind of talked about it because it relates to what we're talking about, but most businesses suck at onboarding clients. And so that onboarding procedure creates a lot of tension that people could drop off from, or not to friction that causes people to drop off or ruin an experience. So, people a lot of times just email me because a lot of my marketing is online. So there's already people that go to YouTube and see me or find something online. So they already prefer kind of to do email my clients, because even myself, it's just easier to send an email and wait for the response as opposed to picking up the phone and calling, because people are more and more averse to that because everything is digital.
Yeah. I also like things in writing. Like if I'm telling a client something they need to do, or,
Yeah.
you know, it's nice to have that email that is explaining it so that, you know, and we save everything to our practice management system, which by the way is, of course, as you know, Monday. And I've also launched my own fully customized immigration practice management system through Monday that is
Interesting.
finally almost ready for me to roll out to other immigration lawyers that want
Awesome.
to adopt this.
Well,
It's
keep
a
us
big
posted.
undertaking, but it's taking longer than I thought, but it's going to be really awesome.
That's how it is when you create these courses. I have like, I created one course and I have like 10 other different courses on fiance visas and remote conditions. And like, I have people that say, well, pay your price, we'll do it. I feel contact me because I plug it. I just like, it's such a big endeavor. I want an L1 intercompany transfer course and I've outlined it, but I'm like, there's so much work and everything just gets pushed back. So that's why like having team members is so helpful, but it's not an easy thing for people who do courses and stuff like that. It's just like, you got to understand, like whatever course it is, there's a lot of work that goes into creating.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned that courses. Yeah, I have to actually create training videos and everything on how to use this, right? So it's not, you know, and you know, I'm working with someone else, so you know, he's helping me develop the system, and you know, he's a consultant, so you know, I have to rely on his availability. So yeah.
So yeah, it's a newfound, like they have this thing, probably everyone's seen their advertisement on Facebook, like masterclass or something like that. People come. It's like to set that up, the camera, the editing, the getting the contracts, and they make millions off it, probably tens of millions or 100 million. But setting just one course up is just so much that goes into it. It seems seamless at the end. Like, how come they're charging so much just to talk for an hour? But like, no, you don't understand how much work is involved. Then you got to market it too.
And to keep the material relevant, right? Because if things change, you may have to update the materials. So, that's
for my course, like for my marriage green card course, I have like an office hour I do to just, and I record that so members get it. So updates that happen, because it's hard to redo the whole video, but it's like, okay, here's the addendum, here's the email, these things change. And the toolbox itself has the email list that updates people. But maintaining this stuff's a lot of work. But it's fun, it's interesting, and it's, you know, everyone could do it. It's a secondary, you know, revenue source, multiple revenue sources that's using the same knowledge you have, but just a different clientele. Instead of business to consumers, business to business, and you know, develop good relationships. And I even get referrals from my own students. So it's a very interesting thing.
That's great.